Hey everyone, this is Natasha from MakeupInSFC. Welcome back to my channel. If you're interested in this orange, red, smoky eye, I created it with the colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette. This is the second time I'm using it, and it's very rare that I do the same look twice, but this is an amazing palette, and I haven't gotten excited about a palette in a really long time. So this retails for about $50. The colors are amazing. They're about the size of MAC eyeshadows, if you want to use that as reference. But they are beautiful. It is similar to the colors in the Anastasia palette, but I think that the quality of these shadows are better in the colored Raine palette. So if you're interested in a makeup look with the colored Raine Queen of Hearts palettes, then please keep on watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! So to begin, I decided to skip the foundation and brow routine. I will list both of those videos down below if you're interested, and we're going to go straight to the eyes. So first, I noticed that there was not a matte white shade or just skin tone shade in this palette, so I did go to another palette for that one. It is a pinky rose one, and now I'm taking the shade Royal Prerogative, and it is a warm tan shade, and I'm using that with a fluffy brush in the crease to prepare the eyeshadow for darker shades. And I'm just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions and then using small circles to buff it all out. Next, taking the shade Empress. This is my favorite color. I love any orange in any palette, and I'm taking that with a crown brush. It's a blending fluff brush. I will list all the tools down below. I've been really bad about listing them, but I will today, I promise. And I'm using that with the angle out. Now I'm making a very exaggerated angle, and as you can see, I'm using the brush to sort of fluff it, and then keeping the same angle, I'm starting to blend it in the outer corner. Now using the brush almost flat, I'm taking that and blending it through the outer corner and the crease now that I've made that original like triangular shape, and I'm starting to blend it into the crease, not going higher up than the tan shade that we had placed earlier on. And so I'm just using whatever's left as I'm going closer to the inner corner and just blending it in. As you can see, my eyebrows are up so that I can see my crease. If you're someone who doesn't have a crease, this really helps so that you can start to create some depth. And as you can see right there, I went a little bit too crazy with the orange, and so it's a little bit more harsh than my right eye, the one that you're seeing on your left. And so I'm coming in with the blending brush, the fluffier one, so I can start to just buff it out and sort of soften it. But you'll see later on I'm going to even out both eyes. Now I'm just having fun with the mattes. I'm taking the shade Ladyship. It is a matte, like purpley plum fuchsia color. It's really nice, and I'm blending that with the same brush that I had used with the orange shade, and I'm using that in the outer corner just a little bit more inward because I don't want to cover the orange that I had placed down. But as you can see, I'm going to start to build up the depth in the outer corner using darker shades a little bit more at a time. So I'm just blending that in, and again doing the same thing, not going higher than the orange, but still blending whatever's left the closer I get to the inner corner. A lot of people will tell me, you know, I really like your eye looks, but it's hard for me to find my crease or hard for me to find my inner corner, outer corner. What I would suggest is just taking a brush one day or just something that is gentle and poking around at your eye. So just feeling the contours of your eye, seeing where it's flat, seeing where it's round, feeling the ball of your eye, the outer corner. I think once you gain an understanding of how your eye is shaped, the more likely you are to know where eyeshadows belong and how it helps it enhance it with eyeshadow. So now I'm going to take the shade Duchess, and that is a matte brown shade. It's warm too, and so I'm placing that even more in the outer corner, doing the same exact thing, except I'm moving a little bit more inward. When blending, you always want to look at one eye and then check the other eye and just see how they are faring out. You know, maybe you want a little bit more pink, or maybe you want more orange. So it really is your preference. You just want to make sure it seems balanced. Now I'm taking the shade Noble Woman, and it is this wonderful shimmery metallic red orange, like it's molten, I don't even know. And I'm just so impressed with it. I didn't wet my brush, but look at that sheen. I'm impressed. And so I'm taking that on this Target brush, and I'm just blending that over top. I didn't even have to work really hard at blending it, but I'm going to use that to really get it onto the lid and then blending it over the matte shades that we had put early on. Now to avoid, destroying all of the hard work we had done with all the matte shades, I'm just taking the red up until where it meets the brown so that it blends in the edges, so it sort of like ombres into the dark brown, if that makes sense. Then, as with any eye look, extra blending is always good. You can go back in with Royal Prerogative, or you can just blend with whatever's on the brush. Having a good time. Now I'm going to mimic the colors on the upper lid onto my lower lash line. So I'm taking Empress, Royal Prerogative, Ladyship, and I'm just blending that on the outer corner so that it balances out. Then I'm taking the crown brush again because it's more fluffy, and I'm just blending, no additional product, but I'm just fluffing it out so it looks a little bit more blended out. Really good palette. I had a lot of fun playing with this. And now I'm taking Crown, which is the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm using that in the inner corner. I will say it's not my favorite eyeshadow. It's shimmery, but I wish that it was, I don't know, more va-va-voom. But it's a really nice color for the inner corner because it does contrast a lot of the warm shades. It seems a little bit more cool toned. And now I'm taking my CoverGirl So Lashy mascara just to coat the top lashes, and then I'm going to take my CoverGirl Super Sizer mascara for the lower lashes. Then finishing off my complexion, I'm taking these two peachy orangey tones from the 9B palette from Morphe, and I'm using that as my blush. And I'm taking that on a BH Cosmetics blush brush. I'm just fluffing that onto my contour. I will list all of those products down below because I didn't show them in this video. And then I'm taking the Bobbi Brown Bronze Glow. This is limited edition packaging from 1 or 2 years ago, but it is permanent in the line. I'm taking that on a Morphe fan brush, and I'm using that on the highest points of my face, my cheekbones, my bridge of the nose, my Cupid's bow, and above my brows and my chin. Now for my lip color, I will be using this Lip Sense product in the shade Espresso. It is a really beautiful brown shade, true brown shade, and I am using that. It is something where you have to use many layers of it, and it comes with a comfortable top coat to seal it in. If you're interested in a demo and review, I will list a video up at the top. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope that you enjoyed this quick tutorial. And the other thing that I wanted to mention are these lipsticks that you see on my lips right here. These are Lip Sense, and I want to give you more of an in-depth tutorial and review on this. So if you're interested, then please go ahead and click down below. This is how it looks, and spoiler alert, I kind of like it. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.